Hi, this is a video that will explain how morning, midday, and afternoon car lines and drop-offs will work at Hudson Montessori School this year. So appreciate you taking a watch to see how this works. So starting with before hours, our before hours is available starting at 7:15 in the morning. Everyone enters the parking lot in this direction, regardless of what time you come to the school. Before hours, students are asked to be walked by their parents down the north fire lane, and there's a sign on a door that will let you know which door you'll enter into. One of our staff members this year, Lucy Blatnick, will be our staff member that oversees before hours. She'll let you in, and so to access the north fire lane, you can park in one of these spots here. Walk your child down, drop them off. If they're in Children's House and above, they'll stay in this room. If they're in Young Children's Community, you'll just walk through this classroom and then down the hall and access 4 hours that way. If you arrive after 7:45, but before morning Carline, your child can go to before hours and you can access the front door here. It's monitored after 7:45 a.m. Most students arrive through Carline in this fashion starting around 8 o'clock. Right around 8 o'clock, a little bit before middle school students are arriving, they can be dropped off here and go into North House. And then starting at 8 o'clock, we start to use this area right here. And we help lower elementary and upper elementary students get out of their car. So we ask you just to create a line and stay in line, and we'll move you through. If your child if you're in line before 8 o'clock, please have your child stay in the car until 8 o'clock when adults come out to help unload, just for safety purposes. Lower elementary and upper elementary students are asked to arrive for school before 8:15. So think of it as 8 to 8:15 for lower and upper elementary. If you have a child in Children's House or YCC, they can start to arrive at 8:15. And the way that works for Children's House students that are going to be dropping off is similar to lower and upper elementary. They use this area to unload. We have adults out that help them get out of the cars. Parents don't need to get out and help their children out of the car. And then we have sixth graders that are available to walk Children's House students, if they prefer, to their classroom. Some students like to go on their own. Please know that we have plenty of adults monitoring this process so that they're supervised and will get to class safely and in a way that builds their independence. Children's House students can, really honest, anyone can be walked to class. If you do, you can park in this parking lot. You can follow this walkway and cross here, come into the building. If your family has students that need to arrive between 8 and 8:15, and then students who need to arrive from 8:15 to 8:30, the students who are going to be there at 8:15 can arrive with the earlier students, so elementary students, and we will take them to before hours care, and they will at no charge. If they're doing that, we're creating that conflict for you. And then and they will get escorted to their class to start their day. So hopefully we're taking care of families that have siblings across divisions. So that's no, it's not the morning drop off. I haven't done YCC. YCC students, we ask all those students to be walked in, so you can park in this parking lot, come up here, walk across, and then walk in through the building to your classroom. So that's the morning drop-off. If you're doing midday pickup, if you have a Children's House students doing midday pickup, they're going to be picked up right here at the North Fire Lane. Cars will queue up here. Staff member or teacher will help them get into the car. If you have that situation, and most of these children at a midday pickup need assistance with getting into their car seat here. We cannot buckle them in. You can put them in their car seat and drive up here. It's called the they call it the buckle up zone. You can park your car here. You can get out and buckle in your child and then safely exit onto Darrow Road. So again, we help them into the car here. You pull up in the buckle up zone, get out, buckle them in, and then exit there. So let's talk about afternoon dismissal. So that's probably our busiest dismissal of the day. So we primarily use this area right here for pickup. I'm going to kind of preface this and say that there's a change for young children's community pickup this year, and I'm going to describe that throughout talking about afternoon Carline. So when cars start to line up, we usually start them lining up right before this crosswalk, and we go single file and we go straight back. And once we get to here, we begin filling up this parking lot, and we just come through and sort of snake around here. And then we come over here and we go back here. We're lining up cars single file. Once we get this filled up, we will start here and we'll fill this up back here. And we have a staff member, it's usually myself or Tim McQuaid, that will be here that will help monitor this process. Our goal is that we don't want cars to come out onto 91. We have a little bit of space here, but that's why we try to maximize using the parking lot. So once you're in this line, you'll be just working your way through this line. Around here, there'll be a staff member. It's usually Mary Blatnick. She'll read that Carline sign that you have, and it will let us say your child's name, and they will be up here waiting to come up and be helped into your car by an adult. And if they are in a car seat, same process as what I described in the midday, they'll get in and they will, you guys can pull up into the buckle up zone, get out and buckle up and then go out onto 91. The change that I want to talk about is at YCC. We're asking YCC children to be picked up starting at 3:30. And where they will be is they will be in this courtyard, weather permitting, or inside the building. And so from 3:30 to 3:45, you can walk up and pick them up. So you can use, we're going to ask everyone to try to leave these parking spots available. And families can then our parents can come across at this crosswalk, excuse me, come up and pick up their young children's community child. And then they can come back here, park, and everyone will just need to be, we have a very cooperative and friendly community. If you see someone that needs to back up, let them back up. Once you come out, if you've done that, if you've already picked up your child, instead of queuing up and going, waiting through this line, you can come around this lane. We just ask you to be cognizant that we're loading children, so please drive slowly as you do that until you get out onto 91. So that pickup is from 3:30 to 3:45 for YCC children. If you have a child that is in that is in another class, not a YCC class, your child's YCC teacher will be contacting you to talk about how we're going to approach that car line. Hopefully that's already occurred. After hours is available till 6 o'clock. And we have the front desk staffed every day until 6 o'clock. So you can park here and come in and pick up your child. One thing that I would note here, this is a fire lane. So while we do use it for Carline, that is approved by Hudson Fire Department. Standing cars are not approved by Hudson Fire Department. So if you can avoid leaving your car there and running in to get your child, I know it's convenient. But the Hudson Fire Department asked us to keep this lane open. So that is our Carline approach. Hopefully it helps you understand how we'll approach it this year. And I appreciate you giving me 9 minutes of your time. We'll see you soon. Take care.